Hey Haunties! Welcome back to another edition of The Haunty Hour, a weekly segment where I talk about whatever I want to talk about, because it's my show, and not yours. My English is like, not good, and it's like my first language, you know what I mean? A while ago, like 2 months ago, a video was uploaded to ID. It was about the genderless fashion trend going on in Tokyo, and how all these people are wearing skirts, or wearing boy clothes or whatever, basically. And here's my issue with it. My issue is, you know, like, as a non-binary person who identifies off the binary and identifies, you know, as genderless, my issue is that, from what I can see, it's just a bunch of cis people, and especially from what was shown in the video, is a bunch of cis people just going, well, why can't I wear a skirt? Why can't I dress how I want to dress? Here's the thing, like, you can wear whatever you want to wear. That's never not been an option. It's an imaginary rule that was created by cisgendered people to enforce certain stereotypes. Cis people are responsible for creating the gender binary, and they're also responsible for creating these imaginary rules that they force everyone to abide by. So for them to continue to try and reinforce those rules while also trying to turn an entire identity of people, an entire culture of people into a fashion trend, it's really insulting. It's like twisting the knife in something that's already been stabbed 97 times. My issue is that you're trying to turn an actual gender identity into a fashion trend, and we're not a fashion trend. We've been here for as long as people have been here. You can go and Google a bunch of shit, and there's like texts all throughout history of people who are, you know, neither man nor woman, or both in one being. You know, genderless people have existed for as long as people have existed, and it's kind of really ignorant of people to reduce it to a fashion trend just because they're a boy and they want to wear a skirt. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, that's my issue. Like, you're still cis and you're trying to put a label that isn't for you on you. Like, it's not for you. We're real people and we deal with real struggles. I deal with a lot of stuff. Like, I've had pee thrown on me for appearing the way that I do on a daily basis. Like, I'm probably gonna get like some negative feedback on it, because anytime someone from another country does something that is clearly, like, very obviously, you know, transphobic or racist, people who fetishize certain cultures of people will try to justify it in any way they can. Just like anytime a K-pop star does something that's clearly anti-black, people will be like, well, there's not black people in their culture, and it's your responsibility as a black person to educate them, and it's not. Because Google is free, people exist. There's celebrities that are non-binary, there are celebrities that identify as genderless. I think Angel Hayes went back to using that name. If not, that's my bad, but Angel Hayes is a person who identifies as genderless and who is very, like, well-known. Like, there are many people, Raja, like, we aren't just imaginary. Like, we're not a fashion trend, and I don't really know how to express that any other way to you. Like, you can wear a skirt and that's perfectly fine. You can wear a dress as a cis boy, that's perfectly fine. My issue is that it doesn't make you genderless unless you identify as non-binary. If you're cis, you are not genderless. Do not use us as a fashion trend. Does that make sense to you? Do you understand what I'm saying? Thank you. There's also a lot of other things that irritate me with this. Like, it's really insulting to an entire community of people for not only to be used as like a fashion trend, but like anytime someone who's cis does something that's like out of the box for them, they're put on a pedestal. Or even if a group of, like, a sliver of cis people are hating them, everyone else is like, oh my god, they're so brave, they're so amazing, and it's like, you're not. Like, you're just wearing clothes. Like, you don't get a medal for being a cisgender man wearing a romper. And the same thing goes on in so many other genres of our life. Like, anytime a man wears makeup, especially gay white men or gay white passing men, like, they're put on a pedestal. And like there's no argument for that, because if that wasn't the case, like we wouldn't have to deal with like the demons Manny or James or Jeffrey. Like we would never have to deal with them. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like it's really just disgusting that like we're willing to completely discount everything that like non-binary people, that transgender people do on the daily, but we're willing to put cisgender people on a pedestal for basically stealing what we do. Like, you don't get a medal for wearing a romper. You don't get a medal for claiming to have created a genderless trend. Like, I feel like that's phrased properly. Like, but anyways, we're not a trend. It's not cute. It needs to stop. Anyways, it just really got me fed up. I hope this makes sense. So my song for the week is Bad Liar by Selena Gomez, and it's just cute. It's just cute. I was driving home the other day and it came on the radio and I really liked it. I look just like Selena Gomez. Like, I am the goth Selena Gomez. I'm Selena Gothmez. Like, I don't know how to make that any more clear to you. Like, I look just like Selena Gomez. Thank you. My product of the week is Cantu leave-in conditioner, because your hair is thirsty, baby. I prefer the shea butter one. I tried the argan oil one because it smells better and it says it helps accelerate hair growth, and I was pairing it with another thing that I use to repair this area right here that like I let someone do my hair and they were really stupid and it broke. It was a whole thing. Anyways, this one's good, but I feel like the other one works better with my hair because shea butter is just like really good for everything. What I'm living for this week, I'm really living for like chicken tamales because I love them. And other than that, I'm really living for like Vogue dramatic videos. Where they like remix like different videos and make a Vogue song out of it, and then they have like the people like voguing to it in the videos. Those are my favorite. I'll link a few down below that I like have been living for recently. Also, you know, just being an actual genderless person and not a fashion trend. The tarot card for the week, this is explaining the overall energies, situations, and so on for this week of August, whatever it is, because time is an illusion, is Temperance. This card is all about balance, moderation, and patience. This is a time of trying to work in harmony with others, but especially with yourself. This is a time where you shouldn't be having a lot of anxiety. You may have a little, but it's a period that's really about allowing things to grow, allowing things to work at their own pace and not trying to rush things. It's a period where we may be re-examining things that we're doing or that we don't want to do anymore and figuring out how to change them. And it's not going to be the quickest process, but it's going to be a process that's worth it. So if you're currently kind of feeling like you need to rush things, just take a breath, because it's all working out. It's just taking its own time. It's all working out at its own pace, and it's all gonna work out. It's gonna be fine. This is very much a period just to kind of like do you, and not necessarily go with the flow, as in like go with the flow, but really take time to figure out what flow you want to go with. Does that make sense? Anyways, if you want your own in-depth reading, I do week aheads, I do month aheads. Go to my Etsy, I do them. This is the Deviant Moon deck, just in case anyone's curious. You can find me in most places at Popgoth with an underscore, and Tumblr at Holographic Goth. If you like this video and you want to support me, make sure to like this video and subscribe and press that notification bell, because I'm doing 3 videos a week at this point. Anyways, that's it for this week. I will see you later in the week for another video, and next week for another edition of the Haunty Hour. Bye!